To sit back and be like, nobody noticing me. I'm just this smooth guy running off with the money.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
I try to tell them to follow the big dip, enticing by the ice on the side of a big ship. And now you get the true definition of big drip. The marathon.
Your destination will be on the right.
You must have thought that we was coming the same. I let your mama see the one who to blame.
Shabbat Shalom, gods and goddesses.
20 minutes, she's on. 20 minutes, she's on. 20.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wise Magi Godcast. Today we are here with Professor Asnati. Brethren, what's up on?
Yo, we in this building, man. On what we calling Sundaze. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I see my audio looking pretty solid, but I'm gonna have to do a little double check, make sure everything good. But hey, we're gonna jump into this little Sunday discussion. We're gonna run through this Jay-Z. We're gonna run through this Jay-Z interview, man. It's one of Jay-Z's first interviews since being accused. Or accused of some heinous things. So I just wanna kinda tune in to see how Jigga Man may be responding, what energy he coming with. Those sorts of things though. Just wanted to come in here with a little imagery. Okay, and then switch me back for now.
Sat down for one of these.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
What have you been up to?
Wow, everything, a lot. Most people go through their things, very privately.
You took it on tour.
Live every night. It was. So healing. I'm fucking Jay-Z. Respectfully.
Word.
Like, for what? To what end?
How would you rate your 2025? Like, looking back on the last year?
It was hard. Really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
Like, I was really heartbroken by like everything that occurred.
Mm-hmm.
With all we in the space now where it's just like, almost like consequence is not thought about enough. So everything is so instant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole Busby.
This civil lawsuit that was dropped, dismissed.
That shit took a lot out of me. I was angry. I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a person like me. Like, even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line, no women, no kids. You hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. morals, integrity,
Code.
Those things I took because we lived and died by that. So it's strict for me. Like, it meant a lot to me. I took that really hard. And I knew that we was gonna walk through that. Mm-hmm. We was gonna walk through that because, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
When you're feeling these feelings, how do you then bounce back and get back to being Jay-Z?
I don't know. This is the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Actually, it was just like, all right, man, we played enough defense. 2026 is all offense. When we first dropped Reasonable Doubt, we sold 34,000 records. We were in at MTV, give us a performance in the last slot.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? You don't even have a video that we played. They ain't say these words, but you know what I'm saying. The energy was like, you're new.
Yeah.
Like you haven't proven yourself. But in our mind, the fact that we released an album was proof enough of concept. We did it. That was hard then. We're not in control of distribution, marketing, anything. We're going like a street level, street team approach to this. And so when we put the album out, that was the win.
Yeah.
And we had some success. And remember, on the streets, we were platinum. Anywhere you was going to go, you was going to hear Reasonable Doubt.
Did you feel that way at the time, though?
No, at the time, I wanted a deal.
Were you
so I went to
dejected
every single
almost?
label. Huh?
Did you feel like dejected or?
I wasn't, yes, I was rejected, not dejected.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like every door was, but I always believed in myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a moment that I thought, I'm not good enough for this industry.
Mm-hmm.
At every rejection, I thought, why do they have this guy in place? He doesn't know what's going on.
Like they're slacking.
They're
not seeing the vision. When you look back at that time, are there things that you're glad that you didn't know?
Yeah, of course. It's almost like if you're in the room and you go through this room and you get to the end and you open the door and you're like, wow. And then you turn back and you turn the lights off and it was like pits and snakes. Your naive nature just naturally navigated you through the dark. And that's made up for the things that we didn't know. And it helps because you can learn something so much that you just tap out. I think that happens a lot in the music business. Like people get in the music business for the right reasons and they're very passionate about it, but then it becomes Monday.
It reminds me of an old Kanye quote of something he said about you when he said, with Jay, you always see the win. What do you think he meant by that?
I think that showed the entire picture. From You Must Love Me to Regrets to, Soon You Understand. But the wins are so big that I can see where that can dominate a person's memory. You forget the losses.
Yeah. Or the perception.
Yeah, or that becomes the perception that it's only wins. And then I do say, I will not lose. So
Well,
I could add to the perception as well.
I was going to say you also are really good at kind of like, you have a discipline of almost like shrugging off any kind of perception of a loss. Like, what's the next to go 0 for 82? I'll look at you like it's gravy,
Yeah, because it's all wins. If I had 0.1 of the nets, I won.
Or
it's like I had ownership in a basketball team in Brooklyn.
Is that something you continue to apply? Like, when, God forbid, something goes wrong, don't freak out. We can.
It's not even God forbid when something goes wrong. When something goes wrong, everything in life happens for your greatest good. Everything. I had to not get a deal in order to become who I am today. It didn't feel like the greatest blessing of all. It was the greatest blessing that I didn't get a deal, right? So again, everything in your life, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
When you
don't skip over that.
Yeah.
It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So you just got to know the distinction. Everything is just how you relate to it. There's no good or bad. Shit happens. It's life.
When did you reach that acceptance of that concept, though?
I read a lot of books earlier, Seed of the Soul, Celestine Prophecies, and, all these different books. And I was picking up all these gems and jewels on the way. But I was also 26 when I came in. And I lived a lot of life in those 26 years. Marcy to Trenton, New Jersey, to Cambridge, Maryland, to Newport News, Virginia. I met all sorts of people, been in all sorts of situations. And I came out without a scratch. Never been to jail.
3 shots never touched me.
3 shots never touched me. I came out unscathed. It was very rare. And I was always curious after that. Once you reach that part, like I've had the living, and now I'm like, man, why did that happen? I'm always questioning, like, why did that happen? Why did it happen that way?
I want to ask you just a little bit about a written testimony specifically, just because that was the most recent release. I think it came out like right before the pandemic started. So
yeah,
you guys
like
didn't
the
talk
day.
about that much. The day.
Yeah, my favorite verses off that just jumbled track. I love that track. It's so noisy and just so unorthodox. Flux capacitor.
You know what's funny about that? So I don't know if you remember this. You and I were emailing about that because I wrote about that album. And I said, this verse is crazy, even if it's offbeat. Yeah. And you said that being offbeat was the point, champ. And I was like, well, what can I say to
that? Yeah. Sometimes you need to sit in the pocket. 'Cause my pocket is always, it's like with a foot over the thing anyway. It's always hanging to the last moment. And it's like, because sometimes I try to fit a lot of words into like a small space. Then that last word just like get in the door.
Sticking with a written testimony, you have a couple of verses on there that I really like because they kind of speak to what's going on with you in a broader sense in the culture, like on Universal Soldier, I think it is, when you said that you don't keep the same energy for the DuPonts and the Carnegies.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to talk a little bit about this idea of like you said earlier, like the things that you do for the culture, the ways that you put on, the ways that you try to protect and move forward, but kind of the pushback that you get sometimes about like people throw capitalists at you in a derogatory sense.
Yeah, I think in that verse specifically, the only thing I heard coming up was the American dream until we started.
Well, I heard you saying some stuff at the beginning, and I want to figure that out. What you was really landing on when you was saying like at the beginning of this interview, like what's going on? Okay.
Testing. Okay. Just addressing the aesthetics alone, I'm very confused as far as what's going on here. Are they trying something new? Am I not paying attention enough? Am I missing something? But it's giving cloned. That's just my hot take on it. Where the fuck did Jay-Z go? Who is this? How old is he? Jay-Z. I'm trying to think. Does his voice get squeakier and squeakier the older he gets, or what's going on? Because he doesn't even sound the same. And it's like he's been under all these allegations, and you would just expect a more somber demeanor, but he's like giddy almost. And Jay-Z's never giddy. So now I'm like, wait, is there a diet change? Because he's like full of energy right now. Is he doing the blood boy? What the fuck is this? That's just surface level shit. Now, if you want to get into the details of what they're talking about, I'm trying to figure out, why did they nitpick, change scenery? Why did they do all that to get his points? Were his points not good enough in like the first sitting that they had to crop out all these different sit downs that this random ass kid and him had?
What are you saying? This not a full.
No, they change outfits, they change positions, they change everything. It looked like they nitpicked literally from 5 sit downs so far, or maybe 4. I don't know. I lost count. But every sit down they had, they've picked one question that he had, and they like compiled it together.
Okay, so we might need to see the full boy.
This is the full boy. I think they're doing something different. Okay, 56.
Mr. Cord.
So he's pushing 60.
Preacher Parpay, or whatever your name is, Pay. It's a GQ boy. As he breaks his silence. Just like I said, this is what I'm kind of in here for. I'm trying to figure out what is being said.
Oh yeah, and then okay, just to begin, he asked a question as far as how was your 2025, and he was like, it was bad. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you started with that first quarter. I was mad. And it's like, sir, that is not the best word to be using, because he shot his cousin, right? Or his brother or somebody. He killed somebody that was very close to him, and you wouldn't expect him to do that too. Mm-hmm. Okay. There was rumors around the room mill as far as the person that was doing the rape lawsuit against him. He was like doing some like devilish-ish to them to make them pretty much drop the lawsuit.
That's all nonsense, though. We not getting into weird stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like, bro, is that the best choice of words to be using? You were mad. Yeah. What?
What's wrong with that word?
Okay, what were you mad about?
The year. It wasn't a good year for me. Mad about the way the year, and then mad about the way.
Oh, okay, so, because what GQ did was they posted a headline from New York Times talking about a rape case or a rape lawsuit. So I was insinuating that that's what he was talking about, because they showed that. And then he was like, yeah, I knew they was going to come for us, and I was mad. And they B-rolled that headline. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm confused still. So, I'm going to have to do a double take probably.
Okay.
About it being successful. And it was like, wait a minute. You're selling out because you're making money. That was the first thing that was put on musicians. People had this allure for the struggling artist. That's a mind game, what we would call back in the day for tricknology. It was like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, no, I make art first.
So even now, you just heard the brother bring something up. Right, what he brought up is what we talked about this before, but he's quote unquote 5%er out there, they would say. Poor righteous teacher type of brother, whatever it may necessarily be. But what he's referring to is the story of Yaqub and Yashmal. Right, and it was said that Yaqub was the father of tricknology. They explained that's how he was able to get everybody he kept tricking people. He kept telling them this and then promised them this and da. So that's another thing he's bringing up right now. So maybe he's trying to hit some of the communities where you might know the story. Like, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's playing a role. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just saying this is something that he's hinting to. The story of Yaqub and Yashmal, and Yaqub is the quote-unquote father of the white race. He created them in a lab based on genetic, the whole genetic science and stuff. So that's what he's throwing out there.
And then I make sure that I'm compensated for my art. I didn't take advantage. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people. I didn't take it, no one. No one. That's not my reputation. That's not what I do. I didn't get here by taking advantage of people or taking advantage of, the loopholes in the system or some wrinkle in like a capitalist structure. That structure exists.
Something else, like I tell you, like even if you just close out this random tab and open it back, it starts playing.
And I just see the world for what it is, not for what I want it to be. I'm a realist, not an ideal. It's not idealistic. People speak about the world how they want to see it. You're never going to win like that.
said something just now though about you pushing independence, right? Kind of like in the spirit of Prince. When you embody that, do you feel like you are kind of setting a mold or leading a charge for like what the successful black man is allowed to do, and like breaking these spaces, breaking these confines?
Yeah. I even want you to take that out of your vocabulary.
Take what?
Allowed. You know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to do anything. You know, in order for someone to allow you, they have to have authority over you. Mm-hmm. No one has authority over us. We exist like everyone else here. No one can allow us to do anything. But that word comes from a real space. And I want to eliminate all those type of words for us.
Yeah.
Yes. So the answer to that is yes.
When you're on a mission to eliminate words like allow, like you said, do you feel like that makes you a target sometimes from?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. What's the Nipsey thing? Pray for me, y'all. One day I'm gonna have to pay for these thoughts. Real niggas is extinct. It ain't safe for me, my dog. These are real fucking lyrics.
You've come back to that a lot in the last few years. Like the more I reveal me, the more they will kill me. Stuff like that. When you say they, like who is that?
Whatever the threat to, however the system is set up to keep things at status quo and keep us in a position of using words like allow. Mm-hmm. So anyone that's culpable in creating the system that we operate under, that's they.
Yeah.
That's they. And it actually goes beyond color.
Yeah.
Because I've encountered that a lot. Where it was just like, okay, this successful black man, make it, let me go to him.
Yeah.
And for help. And they're like, you don't fuck with no rap shit.
Oh, wow.
Not like out like that, but you know,
that's the energy.
Like the energy. It's like you see the energy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was thinking about how you described last year as being angry and for the first time in a while. Yeah. I wondered what it felt like to be pulled back into that feeling and how you pulled yourself out or how you leaned on the people around you.
Yeah.
I've been saying to pull you
I
out.
needed the people around me more than ever. Mm-hmm. Because usually when I have that feeling, I would just make music and just be therapeutic. I'll be able to, I blow it out.
Yeah.
And I would be like, you know, I'll move on. I had to sit in that for a long time. And luckily I had that. And right, again, I built this circle that's really safe for me of people that really love me, not using me, and like, you know, really care for my best interests. So I was able to have that in the time, you know, the most crucial time for me.
Yeah.
Especially people that were close to me, and I'll explain. So like, you know, when those type of things happen, people run. They don't care what happened. They don't care. They just like, save yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so I have partners. You know, I've had big deals with, I called my guy from LVMH, hey man, this is coming, and I can't get rid of it. I can't take a settlement.
Yeah.
It ain't in my DNA. First of all, I had to tell my wife, let's just back up.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even in me. I know what this is gonna,
All right, so now he getting into some of the meats and potatoes of the thing. And that's good. I'm glad he's going down this path, but do you hear what he's explaining? It's good. Right, he's explaining right now that, yo, there's a lot of guys, like I said, that, like Kanye, there's people, well, even with Kanye, we're like, nah, we don't believe that with Kanye. Like, even that's probably what me and Empress got to do, too. We need to listen to the Kanye tape. But nevertheless, what you're witnessing with this brother right here is somebody saying, yo, I'm standing on business, bro. Because we just heard Lito. He was talking about there's people in prison right now, in court right now, based on, yo, I don't have enough money to fight that long. And they saying they only give me 6 months or 5 years or 3 years, nigga, and I'm facing a life sentence. Like, it's like, you got to kind of look at it from that angle. So, right, so he's saying, bro, I got my money long enough, and I ain't swallowing that. So what I had to do was reach out to some of my partners. And I think that's funny because I was listening to Pat Bev earlier. And you know me, I kind of made a joke. I was like, yes, you trusted that white man. Every day I seen you with that white man roam. I said that white man ain't got no good for you. But you used to always do this. The family good, everybody good, man. I'm happy to see you. You used to do that shit with him. and maybe you truly fuck with bruh. He's a white man, bro. He's a white man, bro. I don't care how you think about it, what you saying, bro, but the man don't really rock with you. And you know how we know? Because you over there at Barstool, you get into some situation, and that's when they let you go. Tell you, yo, we need to take a break from the company. Now you come back, your situation is all handled, you said. Now they giving you the runaround. Yo, call him. Hey, call him. Call him. Hold on, why I'm calling so many different people? This is my podcast. I was on the podcast originally. What's going on? Am I back on the podcast? Am I off the podcast? Nah, another bro telling the bro he off the podcast. He said he called white man. White man said, man, they just told me 15 minutes ago. It's like, hold on, right? So why was you acting strange? Pat saying he ain't called him not once during the whole situation. Pat battling for his life behind the scenes, nigga, because nigga saying that he did whatever. And this brother, he ain't hitting Pat up. He ain't confiding in the brother. He not, you feel me? He not consoling the brother, what the situation is. So, like, even when hearing what Jay-Z's saying, it's like, bro, this is important and it's interesting. And like I said, if you hitting LVMH up, that's a white man you hitting them more than likely. Right? So, it's a good thing you got your wife, bro. It's a good thing you got some black people around you. But he's saying that sometimes he been around some black people and they ain't fucking with no rap shit. So they looking at him as others. So I can't tell the man how to think, how to move. But like I said, I witnessed a brother today that had a podcast with a white man, nigga. And them white people did him wrong. Whatever excuse they want to make, nigga, whatever. Bro, I got my situation cleared up, nigga. And I thought it was innocent until proven guilty. So they'll show you that sometimes they respect you, nigga. They'll be like, nah, we're standing by our talent. If they don't respect you, this is what they say. And then you say, nah, he's still a good businessman. Y'all go subscribe to their channel. I ain't subscribing to their channel, bro. Because of the situation you told me about. And it's not that I want riff, but I just want them to know. I'm not subscribing because Pat Bev. Not because Pat Bev told me not to subscribe, but because of the situation that he's going through with y'all. So I'm not subscribing. I don't even care if he says go subscribe. I'm just being real, bro. But yeah, shout out to y'all for doing whatever. Shout out to Jay-Z for standing on his feet. Let's see, like I said, let's see if we get into anything, though.
Weight that this is going to bring on our family, I can't do it. The makeup, I would die. It would have been cheaper, yes. Cheaper, quicker, move on with your life. It was like a testament because people know me. Like, I know who you are, and that's impossible. And not only we standing by you, but what do you need?
Yeah. What did you kind of do to come back from that personally or emotionally, I guess?
I'm still working with that. That's a great question. I'm still dealing with that.
What was it like watching Blue come into her own even more on this most recent tour?
That was amazing. Like, you know, because on the first tour, you know, there was a lot of conversation around her first performance. And she worked really hard to get to that point, but she still wasn't going for it. She still was like going through the motions. And then after that, she just started going for it. Like, she started fighting back. I saw her fight maybe for the first time in her life, like fighting back. You know, like not everything is just given to her and everything is easy. She had to fight for that and she fought for it. Then to see her do the amount of work, she's almost on every number.
Yeah.
I had to take her off physically or something. I'm like, man, you can't be on that stage where she's singing, 6-inch heels. You crazy? That's never gonna happen. Like it was like that. It was like a fight.
Sure.
She wanted to dance every single number. And that's a lot of, choreography to remember. She was 13 at the time. That's a lot. And she was nailing it. She was going crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Like Blue is a crazy pianist. But she won't let us get her like a teacher. She don't want to be mentored in that way because she wants it to feel just like fun. She don't want it to be a job. But when she has a perfect pitch, anything. If she hears a song, she'll be like, play it again, and then she'll play it.
Oh, wow.
Like she'll teach herself. She'll find the notes, and then she's off playing it. That's just talent. Because we tell her, like, that's not normal, right? And she's just like, no, I just want to play. I enjoy playing. Let me just play. So she doesn't work at that. She worked at this, and, it makes me proud that she fought for something that she really wanted to do. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to get off that stage now. I don't know.
You pop out like when you want to, you record when you want to, like you're not in that, like that stricture.
Yeah, I think 444 released a lot. Although it's the hardest album for me to make, it's still hard I can't even listen to 444 because it's the album that I was always afraid to make. You know what I mean? Like you think about like, man, I want to make an album like it's just like pure and just like vulnerable and just like the real interior thoughts, not like, this Superman, like this mythical figure.
So it's interesting for you to like pinpoint that because like we were saying earlier, the last time you did one of these like kind of real sit downs was around 444 when that had like just happened and just come out. So I'm curious now, like what it's like that it's been some time since that and how you've kind of evolved with those changes and going through that door, like you said.
I'm super proud of the work that I've done and put in and to be able to do that in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
Like most people, they get to, go through their things, very privately. Right?
You took it on tour.
Live every night. It was so healing. 444 to like everything is love. That's a real chapter in life that it got recorded.
Everything is love. You're rapping like really like there's some crazy verses on there where you're just like flowing nuts. Like friends and nice, like.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm a fan of my wife's creativity. She's a monster in the studio. She can hear like a sound off of like a drum 8 months prior and be like, what happened to that drum that was, remember that song? I'm like, no. And she'll pull out a drum sound that's like needed for that moment. You know what I mean? Like she's a great producer. So when you're around that type of talent, it's just like, again, you're in that type of energy, people bringing music and, it's just a vibe. So those verses were just crafted because we were just having a good time.
It feels like you and her are in a real creative zone too right now. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the last couple albums she's put out, I noticed your name in the liner notes a lot too. Like, I can kind of picture you like in the studio flowing like Unicorn is the uniform you put on,
Yeah, but again, it's that energy. Like I know what she's trying to accomplish and anything that I can contribute. I mean, my family, first of all.
But like, how do you feel about Jay-Z aesthetics? I like Jay-Z aesthetic. He look cool to me. If I'm a young man, I'm like, man, Jay-Z look cool to me. Kind of like a reggae artist.
That's a certain question.
What do you mean? How you can question these type of aesthetics? These legendary aesthetics?
He's using them to be like this.
And what your John ain't come up? See, I think it. All right, you back.
Yeah. So, I don't know, bro. Everything's in question, but yeah, this is the aesthetic that shows that, I'm in the time of war. But, are you in the time of war?
He just came under fire.
Oh, there you go.
Ever since 444, he technically been on another side.
For real?
He keep on saying they trying to assassinate him. They gonna do this to me. They gonna try to do this. Make sure you get your imminent domain. Be careful of the imminent domain, boy. He was talking about a lot of. Even he just quoted a Nipsey verse right now, and then Busta Brown was asking like, "Who's the them?"
Oh, who's the they?
Yeah, he's like, whoever want to keep the status quo.
I thought it was super important and a challenge and fun to be in the room.
Does that give you some of your own creative spark to get back to your own zone and get the pen out?
It actually does the opposite.
I love seeing somebody else that I know taking it over. I ain't got to do it.
That's it.
Really?
I'm actually fulfilled in that space. You know what I mean? Just to be. You're like, you know, a small cog in that wheel. I'm getting out that creativity. But again, I was just so like heavy. And I don't know how to make music that's not reflective of how I'm feeling at the moment. It would have been fiery,
That would have been.
but I don't know. I don't know if it's done more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because, you know, I have a lot of like scratch ideas and they like all bad. I gotta be honest, they're bad. It's just like all bad.
The streets really wanted you on that Clips album.
Yeah, I was close. But I think I think the first thing that I say, it has to be said from me.
You can't be like a.
I don't want to be so rigid with it though. I'm gonna keep that open. I'm gonna take that back. But at that moment, I was like, yeah, I want to do something, but in order for me to move forward, I got to get this shit out. I got to get it out.
When we're talking about putting on for the culture, what does it mean to you to be at the helm of a cultural event so important as the Super Bowl?
I think everyone should experience music in its totality. And for a lot of years, it was only one side of music that was being represented.
Yeah.
And we got the opportunity to create a more balanced idea of what popular music is today.
Yeah.
I'm not going out on a limb. It's the most famous people in the world.
You don't think those are unks? Because he always got the beanie with it.
I'm not going to engage in that conversation.
You think he could have it without the
That's a
beanie?
boundary I can set.
Man. He wasn't able to grow hair his whole life. Okay. So, he might be like Chico. Remember Chico? Chico still got his hair.
I'm proud of him.
And his whole shit missing. Think his had all his whole roof missing.
Statistically supported.
It's like, I'm not like, I didn't pick like the indie artist that I really like from Portland. The #1 streamed artist in the world. Him.
It's crazy that I think last year was still like the first solo rap act, which is crazy to say that last year was that. Was that a hard one to get across the board?
Not without conversations that was like dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the stats show. Kendrick broke the audience record.
Yep.
It's not rocket science. It's like, this is the music of our time. And it should be represented on the biggest stage because these are some of the, I'm not saying they're the only artists, right? Obviously, other artists would be offended.
Yeah.
But I think that was the right choice.
As a rapper, first and foremost, and being one of the pillars of contemporary rap, I would have to imagine that you got a special kick out of watching that show, though, in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brave. I thought what he did was brave. And it speaks to who he is as a performer. Mm-hmm. He could have made it a little easy on himself. Just
aesthetically and like what the
No. Aesthetically, it was beautiful. It was flawless. The artistic choice to play
the new album
was a choice. And brave in front of that big of an audience. Because even if 10 million people know some of these songs, there's 120 million people that's like, what is he doing? And as an artist, to stand up there and do it and complete your vision was like, I had to tip my hat. Like, I have a high respect for him already. Mm-hmm. But like, even more my respect was like, he's really about what he say he's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this only as a participant, and
you don't have to give a disclaimer first.
Well, I'm just saying, as someone who was part of probably the genre's biggest rap beef.
Well, until now.
As a spectator, what did you think of the 2024 back and forth between him and Drake?
I'm gonna have an answer you're not gonna like.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like. That's presumptuous. I think that, look.
See, but that's a good point that I'm telling you. You could even, and that's what I'm saying. He's picking up a roster staff. What does that mean? He's slow to speak. So even right now, he like, I'm gonna give you an answer, but you probably not gonna like it. Why wouldn't I like it?
Bro, this man sounds like he's been watching the throne of the Wise Magic podcast, first and foremost, just to put that out there. Next, I just smelled something so fucking fishy, bro.
What happened?
The first one I seen, it was deplorably unbelievable because I thought these people just agreed that they were just gonna die and not say anything else in terms of their relationship. But Michelle Obama, some random bald guy, the fat-faced wife, and Stephen Curry, did they sit down? And we're trying to PR their image. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Said she made a mistake.
I was like, dude, y'all literally just, this still doesn't help Curry look good. Y'all were better off sending him to a nightclub and having him party by himself without the bitch. That would have gave him way more street cred than what the fuck y'all had him do. Is this the Will Smith special? Let's do the red table humiliation ritual. Come on, that's how we baited them in last fucking time when the Democratic election started to move in. Because that's all this is. All these fucking Democratic celebrities are coming out now, and it's like, what is this? Another quality control I seen. The fucking thought that I had for Steph Curry, they're using it on Will Smith. Will Smith is in Angola right now doing a tour, and he's out there dancing with women, dancing with the tribes, doing all this stuff, and Jada's over here talking about not letting him in the house.
Because you smell like African pussy.
Bro, not even because of that. Prior to that, she said something, and it's just like, you're just going to continuously try to embarrass this man at every corner that you can. So, as a PR rep, you know what I'm going to do? Show him living his best life. Bitch.
Nah, he's not living his best life. He's living his youngest life.
But nah, it just seemed like a Democratic rollout's happening right now, bro. Because this man was quiet during the MAGA situation. He just asked him about the situation, and he just answer the question, bro. Stop talking around it.
Nah, like I said, I think. Let's listen to it. I think he gave a fair answer.
There was 4 pillars of hip hop. There are 4 pillars of hip hop, right?
Yep.
There's breakdancing.
Yep.
And it's graffiti.
Yep.
There's DJing and battling.
Yep.
Breakdance is not at the forefront of rap anymore. It's actually an Olympics sport. So that's dead. Graffiti.
Yeah.
Beautiful, in certain places.
Yeah.
And even in major art and Keith Haring.
Yeah.
And Basquiat, actually, a street artist.
Yeah.
Took it to a next level. It's not part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
DJing. The DJ was in the forefront. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right, yeah.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
You don't even know the DJ for half of the artists anymore. Who's Drake DJ? I have no idea. Okay.
Couldn't tell you off top.
That no longer exists. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement. And I love the sparring and the music you get.
Mm-hmm. But
in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now
Kendrick ate Drake, not hates. He psychoanalyzed the man and figured out who he was and let us all know who he was. What? He doesn't hate that man. He doesn't lose sleep about that man. He ate him alive.
Nah, but
metaphorically, of course.
The concept still stands though. Like as thinking about Jay-Z, He was in a battle. Nas hit him with the ether. Jay-Z still rapping. What he's saying is right because it puts you in a weird spot. And it's not Kendrick's fault, right? Because Kendrick destroyed Drake. But now it makes people hate Kendrick. Because Kendrick looks like a bully to Drake. That's what he's saying. Because they're attacking Kendrick's character. Talking about his wife. Yo, what? Bro, your wife cheated on you. They wanted to make a whole thing, a whole mockery of him. Oh, you a lame dude. Right, so
Trying to feed his slaves.
I think it makes sense because the man did destroy him. But it turned into this weird, it even turned into a light skin versus dark skin battle. It had too much twist to it. Oh, bro, you just mad because he mixed. Oh, nah, you did, like, whatever it necessarily was, it was so many different angles.
If there's anyone that is hating on Kendrick, bro, just let me know your grade level in reading. That's all I want to know. Because if you have any mental triggers about this situation, it's like, did you hear what he said? What did he say? He said, yo, you're being a bad role model. You have a son, and this is what you're teaching him to be on this stage, on this big-ass stage that you're on? Be a better projection, bro. It's an embarrassment. And if you have a problem with being righteous, then that's your problem. You out of alignment.
And I'm telling you, just think about how weird the battle got. Nigga wasn't suing. A nigga wasn't suing.
Bro, and he sued at an angle that was so odd. It's the bots. It's the bots. It's like you're projecting because we know you use the bots. And guess what? Let us know that you use the bots. Flog knock. All your whiteys pulled up and booed you. They let us know it ain't us, y'all. We don't like them. So the fact that he tried to sue for bots, bro, was the most like ironic thing of it all. It's like, dude, you the bot king. If we go in your comment section right now, bro, fuck that, bro. If you had, bro, if you went to Twitter during that time, it was Drake bots everywhere, bro. And maybe they're not his bots, but all their answers literally were the same. They had nothing, just one statement. And it's like, what the fuck? Is this serious? They're not even trying to be creative. It's like, nah, Drake killed him. Drake killed him. Drake handled him. Y'all hating on Drake because, I don't know, he likes cats. Like, they were just making up the most below reading level fucking excuses, bro. And it's like, okay. Is Kendrick gonna give you a brain aneurysm? I can tell. He's about to bust your little brain with some fucking words. So yeah, the fact that people hate or have any type of mental trigger towards Kendrick, bro, it's like you're obviously low IQ, low vibrating. Because if you actually heard what he said, he analyzed them and none of it came back false.
Yeah, like I said, there's a certain angle, but like coming from Jay-Z, somebody that was in that battle, bro, and Nas hit him with the ether, and he's still here. I understand what he mean because before, bro, it was what it was. Oh, bro can't fuck with bro on that battle and shit. We know bro on the battle and shit. You move on. Whatever you do, you can stand on that. But he won in another way. I don't know what ended up happening to Nas. Nas went away. Went on some vibe and shit. We don't know. Came back. Then he came back, signed to Jay-Z.
Tomorrow for me.
He went away, came back, signed to Jay-Z.
Today for you. Tomorrow for me.
So he destroyed him in the battle rap, but I destroyed him in the business world.
Seek your vengeance, friend.
So so Nas could say, yo, I'm the best rapper. Jay-Z could be like, I'm the best businessman. That's what I'm saying. Like when you're competing, but with Drake and Kendrick, what did you win? Somebody just hating on Kendrick and Kendrick making some good ass music. Imagine that motherfucker. People doing that though, bro. I hate the fact that we in this position right now that somebody can literally hate on some good music. Same thing with J. Cole though, bro. I don't like what J. Cole was saying either. About I don't feel like I'm the best. I just be playing. I say that shit. I hope you believe me.
That's what I do appreciate.
Come on, J. Cole.
You
gonna apologize.
What do you mean allowed? Why are you even talking like that?
Yeah, I don't like the way J. Cole talking. J. Cole don't like pick up the staff, bro.
Oh no.
Jay-Z like he got more of a staff than him.
But yeah, we just gotta see progress. So hopefully when he do his next interview, he's more like, oh man, why was I talking about myself like that?
I don't know how much longer we got, but I don't like the fact that they're using 2 different interviews. I'm glad Empress brought that shit up, bro. We got about 10 more minutes in this interview.
We have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. You know, maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, you know, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing. And, you know, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
That's the exact same thing I was saying about the 1v1. The space is dead, right? Because maybe it's the filming, but whatever it is, bro, it's not private. Before, people used to get in the gym and spar. Nigga, you playing da-da-da, I play that. Like, whatever it be, until, like, you play 100 damn games, and now you figure out, yo, all right, brother best. But, bro, now, bro, win one game and run off. One game he got the feeling he beat you by 1 point, making a bunch of lucky ass shots. And now he running off telling people he could beat you. He don't want to play no more. What, bro? Last time I beat you. I ain't playing you right no more. Alright, bro. I'm just saying though, G. So yeah, bro. Like I said, I completely agree, bro. Because like I said, all the spaces is so weird, but it'll definitely be fly if maybe you got your team and I got my team. It's basketball. Or maybe you say, yo, let's do 3s. Let's do 4s. Whatever it is, but 1v1 really is not even a part of basketball. That really got nothing to do with nothing. Because even if you could break your man down, you taking too much dribbles. Let's limit the dribbles. You just dribbling. Like, it's just so many different things where it's like, yo, that's not realistic, bro. Let's put a shot clock up here. Something got to change.
Is a rehabbing technique. It's a sparring of sorts.
Yeah, before for sure. Like I said, it's still like that with a lot of people that ain't really on no social media shit. But for the most part, when you think of 1v1, you think about all that shit, bro. It's like
it's not competitive.
It's not competitive, bro.
Imagine sparring competition. Come on, man. You seen that 30?
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
they're
to
still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song, I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, you know, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate it. It's just how I feel about it.
Well, it even kind of extended to you, right? Because people made it a personal thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side and he's and he's not.
Like I don't have, what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year. I think it was the right choice.
Word.
It wasn't in some sort of a.
Okay, yeah. So Pusha T comes out here, annihilates the Ashki Man. Kendrick comes out here, annihilates the Ashki Man. Now niggas don't want no more battles. Bro, me and Professor Ross was talking, and I said, brethren, stop putting Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole in the same sentence with this fucking dual fucking musician, a singer and rapper. Like, no, we're not doing that. I don't care how many features he got, and he did his one thing on his one verse, and he did his thing on... No, he pivoted. The second he became a singer and a rapper, he was no longer a rapper. We're not doing the confusion, boy. Stop fusing shit together and saying, nah, it's that. No, it's not. You're being delusional. Stop. So, yeah. As far as with this whole thing in my tangent, bro. He made sense of it, and I just want to give him credit for that, bro. Kendrick had a monster year, bro. And anyone who denies that, bro, has a mental issue. The end.
No, that's right. I seen everybody trying to play that game like, look, nobody ain't even dancing. Bro, this is rap music, bro. Niggas listening. Niggas bobbing their head. That's what you gotta look for. Oh, nobody ain't throwing their hands up and... Shut the fuck up. This ain't a pop concert.
A whole week worth of an assignment on that performance. That John was universally sound. It's just haters, bro. If anyone has anything negative to say about that whole process, bro, is a hater. Like, that's it. That's all they wrote for you. Because how can you really not like it, or it's like just have any slander, any negativity towards it? Like, what are you complaining about? Like, what is it? What is giving you the 0 out of 10 review, bro? What is it for you? I need to know, because it doesn't make any sense right now, bro. Like, it was just a fucking masterclass.
Science to a battle, I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Or
have at it, have fun. It's almost like not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like, everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm fucking Jay-Z. or due respect to him. I'm fucking Hov. Do respectfully.
Or
like, for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened.
Professor Ross definitely put us on this, bro, because I was clueless to the on-standing Big Three conversation. And when he introduced me to the situation, I said, oh, nah, smack that boy. Because Drake really wanted him to, like, power up on him in, like, a dumb nigger way. And it was so insulting to just, like, watch the interview of Drake say that out of his mouth. And Kendrick sucker punched him, bro. He fucking sucker punched him, metaphorically, of course. And, like, bro, when I tell you that rap was back, bro, for a little while, bro, rap came back to life. Like, it was like the Passover for rap. Bro, this man...
the funny thing about J. Cole, though, J. Cole was like, hey, the bruh sent me the, he sent me the song. Drake sent J. Cole the song. And J. Cole said the way he sent them the song and the type of discussion that he was having, it was if he was trying to send it to Kendrick, but he couldn't get it to him. So he was like, oh shit, Kendrick my boy, let me jump on it and send it to Kendrick. So that's why he even said the Big Three shit. So J. Cole planned on sending it to Kendrick because he think J. Cole, maybe he do, because J. Cole is saying something to J. Cole. I mean, Drake is he's saying something to J. Cole to where J. Cole is like, oh, bro want K-Dot on this. So he jumps on the song and say, yo, Big Three, I'm the best though. So that's what he was on. Like, he was on some friendly sparring. Hey, let's get in the ring and let's slap out.
These full UFC fights, bitch.
Hey, Kendrick Lamar was like, yo, bitch ass nigga, you fuck Drake.
Get out of here, nigga.
Yeah, fuck you, fuck Drake. Yo, when J. Cole told that story, I said, J. Cole, you sloppy. Mm-hmm. But what if J. Cole sent him in and he was like, bro, get Dot on here. So, like, maybe he's not sloppy, but it's still like, bro, you saying that this man appeared to be trying to get it to Dot. and Dot wasn't getting it. Does that even make sense to you? Come on, bro. You saying they can't call each other like there's no common humans that could be like, yo, Drake trying to sing Kendrick this song.
No common human. The most common human in the fucking. She's on the stage.
Either way, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The shit get weird. So this is what's going on. J. Cole really started the beef. He fucking said, J. Cole is a nerd. He fucking jumped on the song, bro. Like, I know Dot gonna jump on it. Me, like, that's what I was telling Empress. Like, yo, him and Dot always, ha ha ha. So Dot wasn't even really attacking him. So that's why when he attacked Dot, he jumped. Hold on, let me jump out. Dot didn't really attack me like that. He did. He said he better than me, but like he not really trying to smack me around. He trying to smack Drake. So I need to let him know, like, yo, when I was saying I'm gonna kill you and I'm not gonna do none of that shit.
Kendrick literally went from la-di-da-di-da to yo, Future, let me get on your other John, which call him as a homeboy that you always be with. Bro, and annihilated Big Three conversations. Ain't no conversations about Big Threes, bro. It's me and that's it.
I don't know. What's it, J. Cole? What song was it? What's the J. Cole Drake?
Can't stop, won't stop. I just knocked you enough.
But yeah, I understand what the man's saying. Like, and then like Jay-Z went to talking that shit. I'm Jehovah. I'm Jehovah. But since you said that, Jay-Z, I got something for you. So you call yourself a good MC, Jehovah? Jehovah, you remember that? You remember that? Nah, you know I fuck with you, Jay-Z, so this ain't nothing personal. This is me talking about the beef. I was telling everybody the beef behind the scenes the whole time. I like, bro, with Jay-Z saying this, it means a lot because he was in a real sparring beef. But nevertheless, drunk the glass of blasphemy and forgot to pray over. Your game's over. Cross the warpath of a brave soldier. You're a makeover. My protege trying to take over.
Babe, he might.
What's up, Empress?
You might have to unplug and replug. It's echoing.
Damn. You checking it on the double board? Oh no, you just checking it right. Yeah, I went and listened to the other one. I was like, man, we gotta do that one over. It sounded terrible. I don't know if you listened to it. Yo.
Better. Go ahead.
Okay. The man said, I was the shepherd that led you, but you bit the hand that fed you. Mad cause since I met you, you never did respect you. Well, I never did respect you. I don't know why they didn't put it there. And as for Jazzo, he paved the way. And then you turned your back on him. What more can I say? You a fan, a phony, a fake ass pussy. A stand, I'll whip your ass.
Who said
this? You 36 in a karate class. This is what Nas is telling this man, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nas was going at the man because he called himself Jehovah. He said, nigga, you Jehovah. Like, this verse 2, bro. So you call yourself a good MC, Jehovah, drunk the glass of blasphemy and forgot to pray over? Your game's over. Cross the warpath of a brave soldier. You're a makeover, my protege trying to take over. I was the shepherd that led you, but you bit the hand that fed you, mad, cause since I met you, I never did respect you. And that's for Jazzy-O. He paved the way. And what you did, turned your back away. Nah, this shit though. The man went at you, bro. And that's what I'm saying. With you saying this, it mean a lot. But I got to show Empress you talking your shit.
Bro, asked about Dame Dash.
That's funny. Yes, I did. That Dame Dash do this shit. That'll be funny as hell. That'll make my brain hurt. That'll make me actually excited.
Fucking Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Or due respect to him. I'm fucking old. Do respectfully. Drake, I guess, but
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm fucking Jay-Z.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck they talking to?
wonder if he talked like this on Epstein Island.
I'm motherfucking Texas.
Oh, due respect to him. I'm fucking old.
Come here, Jaggers and youngins.
Dude, respectfully.
Or
like for what?
Respectfully.
For, to what end?
yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened, the Lexington TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Myth-Fleek, what is the Myth-Fleek slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hat. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like,
pick a side.
Well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I could clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic, you know?
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Or
Yeah.
so it's almost kind of like fostering the same independence that you carry.
I just hope Jay-Z is okay with that being done on his end.
Clearly.
Because 444, I can't deny it.
Clearly.
I can't deny Family Feud.
Oh, you rocking with Nas though? So
Huh?
you getting the Nas tapes? What do you mean?
No, I'm not rocking with none of them.
So what you saying?
Oh, when we be getting the stuff and ripping it and putting it on CDs, he can't be mad at us.
No, nobody should get nobody and rip nothing about nobody's stuff.
But that's what he just okay for him to do.
No, because it's beef. That's what I'm saying. Are you picking a side?
No, I'm doing it to everybody.
Who you got beef with?
What do you mean who do I have beef with? Anyone charging you to buy their music?
Okay, then maybe you got a legit beef, but then somebody might come at you. Everybody might come at you. So I'm not sure.
Anybody charging you for someone to consume their artwork, bro.
But that's not terrible though. That's what I'm saying. But in this situation, only reason why he okayed it was bros on his side. So, because
your mic's out.
Even imagine if I was doing an interview and I walked up to Jay-Z. I'd be like, I was on Nas' side, bro. I always was rocking with Nas, bro. So I never bought none of your John. I was even mad when you came on Hello Brooklyn. I tell you, I was so Nas.
On Wayne's side,
when
so
Wayne
bad.
battled you, I thought Wayne beat you because I'm Nas. I don't like you for nothing. But now I respect you for Family Feud. I bought Family Feud.
He put belt the ass.
444. I bought that. I bought the vinyl, and I bought the CD. I don't know what Ember's talking about burning stuff.
I haven't
Versus
burned
like
right back to the
2011.
As a child when you ain't know no better.
Yes, sir.
I know it.
just being like you're signed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to curate your career in this sort of
But
way.
nah, real shit though. What Jay-Z got to do with this kid though? Because this is what the kid said. I was on your side, and Jay-Z said clearly, what that mean?
You my son.
That's why he doing this interview.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, bro, how you know that?
I don't know, bro.
Like,
I'm hoping this
what you
kid
looking at?
is in his 20s. He just don't got no facial hair. And he been already on the scene, and Jay-Z's just familiar with him. But it's giving Epstein Island. This kid looks so young. Like, just spit out of the coochie young. That's part of my French. Crochet.
Yeah, it was first person shooter. Love when they argue the hardest MC. It's K-Dot, it's Arby or me. We the big three, like we started a league. But right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, so that's what it was. It was first person shooter. He thought that Drake really wanted to get K-Dot on that boy. he thought they really wanted to get
Everybody's gonna be talking about their first person shooter shit.
Bro, talking about shooting somebody else. K-Dot turned the gun on them boys. Friendly fire, friendly fire. Kendrick is gone
Not
wrong.
friendly over here, bro.
Oh
I've been telling you to keep my name out your mouth, my boy. And you just would not stop. So I sucker punch you.
That's the funniest part of the cast today.
Bro.
You said somebody got sucker punched.
That man thought he was gonna be a nigga, bro.
Oh, like that though. The song was like that.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, it crept up like a thief in the night.
Okay, so in 2001, Lil Bro was 11. 10 or 11, he said.
Damn.
He old.
Epstein Island, that boy.
He old?
Where he from? Where his parents from?
Oh, I ain't checking him out to see where he from, but he just told Jay-Z was asking him how old he was. He said, I was like 10 or 11. I think he said he was 11. So at 11, when this song dropped in 2001, you won 11 in 2001.
11?
Hell no, you won 11 in 2001. I just came to America. You won 11 in 2001. So that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, he's old.
He a grown-ass man.
Okay.
He a grown-ass man. You calling him a little boy. That's a grown-ass man. This man a grown-ass man right
Why he
now.
look so young?
He 40-something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, right? At least early 39. I mean, late 39.
No, he's probably...
He was 11 in 2001.
He's 40.
He a 40-year-old looking like this, talking like this, acting like this, dressing like this? Nah, you lying. Oh, I gotta Google him now.
Okay, well, he's probably halfway there, 35.
No, this is a kid. He probably lied on accident. He got lied on accident, Empress. Because he don't know ages.
They went on YouTube. Did a whole synopsis. Talk about he was there. Boy, stop traveling on YouTube.
I was 11 when I first watched it.
No, the YouTube video, yeah.
No, not when the song came out.
Nigga,
Nah,
watch the live 106 in Park.
I want 11 when
Oh,
it.
But no, I'm giving him 35, 37.
No, he might be a jet. He probably lied on accident. He's 31, 32.
Or 40.
No, Hofstra in 2004, since most graduates are around 21, 22 at the time, that places his birthday around 1993 or 1994. They don't know. They're just making up an age.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean he was... Let me see what the question Jay-Z asked him. Because maybe Jay-Z tried to just ask him when he heard it.
Hear it,
Yeah.
but I
can't go out
clearly
when that happened. But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened.
You were 10 or 11 when it happened? What do you mean you was 10 or 11 when it happened? You weren't 10 or 11 when it happened, bro?
To your point, like I remember I was like
40.
10 or 11 when that happened. I was
had
like...
to pick a side. Eating up to Cinti for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
Wow. I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened.
Indian cat.
Bro, if you're Indian, bro, he old as hell.
Because Indian used to be looking young.
Nah, Indian used to be looking like Carl.
And TV sets, minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Mint Fleek, what is the Mint Fleek slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hat. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like...
pick a side.
Well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I could clearly.
But my position was I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic, you know?
Like I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting them.
Word.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like fostering this.
Is it that one and then one mic from Nas? So Jay-Z won in my mind. Cause Nas is so fucking introspective. It's like nigga ABC. I don't know what this man talking about. All he got is one mic, and that's all I know about is that one mic. I didn't hear no verse. None of it ever resonated. But the other kid making a dance song, even Song Cry resonated with me. Yeah.
It wasn't nothing about none of that. It was the fact that he lost the battle. You ain't no rapper. Just go do that over there. Do that singing man shit over there.
Singing?
What do you mean?
No, he never sung. He always had someone else singing.
Yeah, but I'm saying he started putting a lot of bullshit in this shit. He always kind of had that vibe.
Like Aisha Izzo?
Yeah.
That was bullshit.
That's not Jay-Z.
I love that song.
That's not Jigga, man. Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's greatest John. They'll say my favorite John is the Blueprint. Is it the Blueprint? Because I love American Gangster, bro. I always tell people American Gangster is one of the greatest projects. So shout out to Jigga, man. Nah, it ain't nothing about not being fly, but it ain't rappity, man. It's pappity wappity. It's something you throw your hands up to.
Same independence that you carry versus like
right back to the
just
beginning.
being like you're signed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna curate your career in this sort of way.
Yeah.
You know, I never was comfortable with that anyway.
With being
an artist's
charged.
expression should be their expression.
Mm-hmm.
I really fall back. That's what I think what happened with Cole. Like just the narrative around Cole is that we didn't love Cole. No, we believed in him enough to let him find his journey.
Yeah.
And he found his path. It took him a minute.
Yeah.
But he found his way.
Was that something that you had to learn yourself though too? Because Cole will tell the story about how like you wanted to sit him with Stargate and maybe think about that single.
Yeah, I was giving him a chance to take his talent and show it to the most people possible.
Yeah.
But his way. I didn't force on it. It's like, here's this record from Stargate and you putting it out. Like I forced Bleak to make Men Bleak. It was like, no.
I mean, I think that worked.
Like my little brother. He has to listen to me. You know what I mean? But like for J. Cole, he has to find his own direction. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give him the tools.
Yeah.
I mean, we made big records with Stargate. They made humongous records and on Rihanna and blah, blah, blah. And even, I think they made the Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow.
Yep. Yeah.
Biggest songs in the world.
Yeah.
You know? You don't want to go see it? Fine.
All right.
You know, so I'm going to present that, but I'm not going to make them do it.
Yeah. What is your relationship with Cole like these days?
Obviously, there's things behind the scenes with, you know, like you know, artists and shit like that gets complicated.
Yeah.
But I think you given a chance to prove that you're above board is an opportunity.
Word.
So I don't have any negative feelings for him. I'm actually super proud of him and what he's done.
It sounds like you're still, like, when you came in, we were talking about the mixtape, like you're still engaging with the work as a fan too.
Yeah, Clue sent it to me actually.
Oh, word?
Clue, not Cole.
Yeah?
He sent it to me because he's proud, right?
Yeah.
Think about Clue, like he have like a resurgence behind it.
Yeah. I want to go back to this idea we were talking about just doing things the right way, even when that comes to like attaining wealth and continuing to amass wealth. We're talking about B-sides. One of your illest lines to me is face to the ceiling, race to $1 billion, heaven on earth, will his wings still fit him? So like, what's the answer to that question? Is it a constant struggle to maintain?
Your morality defines who you are, right? It's not what you've attained. It's not a dollar amount that changes you.
Yeah.
And if so, what is that dollar amount? When does it start? Is it 100,000? Is it 150? Like at what point, if it's a cutoff, if it's like all millionaires are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 999,000, I'm good. It can't be that way, right? It doesn't make any sense. The system is set up against me, against us. But I'm talking about my specific struggle.
Yeah.
Everything was against me. My talent. Not taking advantage of people, not taking advantage of a system, not creating tax loopholes, not just taking from other people. No, my talent pushed against all the headwind. And with that success, I've done things with my reach that I wanted to do that was helpful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And with the system that we have, what are you going to do? Because I don't believe in that the idea that someone has a certain amount of money, it defines their personality.
Mm-hmm. So when you have like an example like that versus like the kind of, I would say, commonplace public perception that someone would say all billionaires are bad or no one should have $1 billion. Like, what's the tension in that?
I got to give you the honest answer.
Please.
There's no tension.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say. You can believe what you want to believe.
Word.
You know, and people behave the way they want to behave.
Mm-hmm. You was who you was before you got here.
You was who you was before you got here. Yeah. That's the makeup of your person. You're going to believe what you're going to believe, and you're going to behave the way you behave.
You're looking at a year that you defined to me as all offense. And you know, you said that you made scratches and they sounded kind of like fiery and maybe not anything you wanted to put out. So it made me wonder, like, what are the hallmarks of a great Jay-Z album right now? Like, what are you trying to put out there that you would want to put out there?
I don't know yet. I don't know. But I know that we have enough negativity currently.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to create currently that's gonna like fulfill me.
Okay.
And make me happy, because that's most important.
Yeah.
Right. And whatever that feeling is, you know, will vibrate and, like, you know, touch people in a way with its honesty. And maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm stopping myself from just creating.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to create something that people like.
Yeah.
Is where I think a lot of artists get jammed up.
Right.
You know,
overthinking it.
Yeah. They just try to make.
Or reverse engineer it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, you know, they love the feeling of that white hot feeling of when they was you know, it felt new.
Yeah.
And that newness, trying to create that, is where they get jammed up, because you don't know slang and you don't think. It's sad. It's like, it's cringy. Like,
Yeah.
nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Make your type of music.
Word.
Because you ain't doing what you saying you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing I was doing in '96.
Yeah.
So we need to make that any type of music that approaches that would be embarrassing, because it's not authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta make something timeless that I really love and that's really honest and true to who I am.
You once said to the Russian billionaire that you were doing business with, I think with the Nets or Barclays, Mikhail, and you were saying how he showed you that, like, you both stayed at the same hotel and you were on one floor and you thought you were staying on the highest floor. And then he revealed that there was an even higher floor that he stayed on. And that lesson to you was that there's always a higher floor to climb. So I wanted to check back in and see if you still feel that way. Like, if you feel like you've reached the highest floor, or there's still floors to climb, and what the next however many years looks for you.
Yeah, they're going to start, because I thought the highest floor in the building was the end of it, right? The next step is, like, owning the building. No, you're staying at my hotel.
That's hard.
I think in that way, if we just stay childlike and stay curious, there's always going to be another level.
Impressed. About to get out of here, pulled us out. But yeah, man, y'all see how he ended that off. Like he was taking a little bunch of funny photo shoots and stuff too. So we gonna check that out later. We gonna get up out of here though. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wise Magic Podcast. We will be back. Until then, check out our latest videos under the live tab. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that share button and like, and subscribe if you are not already. Professor, anything extra?
No, ma'am. That's it.
Alright, until then, stay black, balance, logic, and knowing, and shalom.